At times the storm gets so loud and you wonder if you're going to survive the storm, the pain, the troubles, the whirlwinds get so intense and you begin to question if in a couple of weeks you would still be together with your spouse. Some of the best relationships in life have been the ones that have gone and stood the test of times. Not the ones that are void of infidelity, the ones that are not the ones that are void of mistakes, but the ones where the true commitment of each partner has actually been tested. Many people become better persons when they make mistakes and learn from their mistakes. Are you in a position in life where you question in your relationship with your partner? You feel, how are you going to cope with this intense betrayal? The good thing is, if a partner acknowledges their wrongdoing and admits to them and promise to be better persons. We are not perfect, are you? You are not. Relationships has its strong moments and its down moment. Relationship is not always going to be about who was right, who did the right thing. It's not going to be about dinner night, lunch, surprises, movie nights, gifts, experiences, travels, and the rest. You should also expect things like disagreement, quiet moments, a little bit of, distance here and there, separation, accusation, and counter accusation. But how you pedal yourself out of this situation is what makes you know how committed you are to your partner. I want to tell you something about a good relationship. When you are in a relationship and you feel loved, cared for, adored, and respected, and over time something happens, do not let a seemingly little mistake determine your affection for your partner. Because like they say, true love holds no grudges. I'm not saying you're not going to be angry, you're not going to be resentful at that moment, but don't let it stay within you to a point where it becomes so bad that you begin to hate your partner, you begin to seek revenge, you begin to find ways on getting back to them. When you truly love someone, there are going to be times they will get on your nerves. There are going to be times where your responsibilities will be questioned, your commitment will be questioned. People go through a lot of things. They go through their quiet moments, just like the women would have their hormonal changes, hormonal imbalance, and this affects their mood. The same thing happens to men. They go out, they have their, difficult moments, but your home should be a place where you return to happiness, you return to succor. Disagreement is part of relationship. Happiness, good moments, dinner nights, movie nights, travels, surprises, all these things are things that spice up a relationship. But the true test of a relationship is how you see your partner, your ability to be able to cater for your partner, even when you are not entirely happy with them. This is what we call love. Do not allow some things, issues that are meant to be ironed out, stay through the night. Because here is what happens when seemingly little problems linger longer than they should. A lot of ideas begin to come into your head. You begin to question their loyalty, their commitment, and in some cases, confrontation sets in. And in the heated moment, one partner might get disrespectful. And like they say, spoken words are not retrievable. Be mindful of the things you say when you are mad at your partner. Be mindful of the things you say and how you react to certain issues. It is always very necessary to remain calm in the face of confrontation. If one party is mad, it's advisable the other party just stay quiet, because when two people start getting rage and words begins to exchange, something is bound to happen. If care is not taken, it could get physical. If care is not taken, words that have been accumulated things and thoughts that have been programmed over time out of reflex. It will come out. Have you ever been in a situation where you are in so much argument with somebody over certain things and you just say something and you know for a fact that things like that would hurt their feelings, but it is too late? It must have spewed out of your mouth and you tender apologies. But deep down in you, even when they accept the apology, you feel very bitter. You feel very bad about yourself because you know those words were hurting. You know those words were very defaming or would actually hurt their egos. They are, when people do things or confide in you or show you their vulnerability, and in the midst or in the middle of an argument or a disagreement, you spill that to their face, whatever they have told you in confidence, it brings about distrust. And when a partner finds it difficult to trust the other partner, a lot of things begin to set in. Do not allow what is not necessarily an issue to degenerate to becoming something that you would begin to keep malice with your partner. You see your partners, you go out, you stay in the same apartment, and yet you can say or talk to one another. Relationships that have stood the test of times are the ones that have endured hardship, endured trying moments. There are times in this seemingly sweet relationship that one partner is going to have pressures from work, from business, from whatever. They are bound to make mistakes. These are things that would happen. But how you support them emotionally, physically, the love and respect you and honor you give to them when they are down is what they would remember when they stand up. Relationships shouldn't be blossoming when there is finance, there's everything. That love should come to play when you are going through tough times. Imagine the kind of support you would give to your spouse if they are going through tough time, but they look back and they see that the one person that they are so committed to is actually routing for them, standing beside them, praying and wishing things get to them. You defend them, you don't deflate their ego, you don't disrespect them just because they are actually not doing what they ought to be doing because of the present situation they are in. These are things they would remember. We all want a relationship where we'll look back and say, this relationship that is so envied is a relationship that almost broke up because of our little mistake. But we chose to endure and know that we care more for our feelings and this relationship than our personal ego. If this message is hit you, do well to give me a follow. I am Don Simple. I give relationship advice with no bullshit and I help relationship thrive. You have a wonderful day.